Kofi, Akubia Mensa, Doria Peng, Bepekuno, and I'm your boy Celestine, Katrina Kubia Fonia Sense, Kojofonia, Ben Akubia, Mayomi Appetivity, Yamaya Mama, and Bodjim Baratabina Kofi, Akubia Mensa, Doria Peng, Bepekuno. La mesese mono punao, ngwagbe yibe mono supunao, agbebe mono punao, agbedidi be mono punao, no puna mi ame opete like apay me opete le nsro le mi agbore nuke kemi afia ore mi na no semene no o wo ndore no ko po video le wa gbe wo kodo mi avio kominyo la tata mi mata we wa de believe to gbe ne mi wi o mi ko mi adasi me ne mi we lekeleke bete chere mi adasi me ne pu now yeah, we are ready. For you. Okay, if there's some question, me too, I can look here.
There are some issues. It's like the video has gone off.
It's still gone off now?
Yes. Right now. The video is on. The video is back. So we are live.
So when I was praying, nobody. Why do people do things and then the last minute you have problem all the time? People will spend all day trying to fix this and then the last minute you will always have a problem. You have an issue. Why?
No, part of it has helped you. It has. Because now it's coming.
So what is next now? Is it okay for us to go ahead?
Is it working now? Are we live? Yes, we are live. The video is working. Yes, the video is working. We are live.
Okay, please you go ahead.
Van Perry says hello from USA.
Hello Van, how are you? Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon.
Rita Bex says hello from Tema, Ghana.
Yes, Rita, how are you? Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon.
Bob Vegas, Ago from Dubai.
Yes, Bob. Leke mifwa. Thank you very much. Mifwa go now, lo. Wow.
Ejao Kamisi says Shera Kamisi. I'm sure it's just a name. Angie Fisher says greetings from Atlanta, Georgia.
Hello, Angie. Thank you very much for joining us. I've gotten your message and we'll make sure you are put on the WhatsApp group so that you can interact with them. Thank you very much, Angie. And my greetings to everybody.
Eric Gamo says greetings. Eric Gamo says greetings to everyone.
Hello,
Toby, thank you for creating awareness about African spirituality.
Thank you very much, Eric, for joining us.
I'm watching live from Germany.
Thank you very much, Eric. Thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Angie Fisher says, I saw a documentary the other day of voodoo based out of Haiti and Cuba. Is it common to be possessed by spirits that would have you doing things you wouldn't normally do in your life, like eating glass or night stalking to harass and scare other people?
No, Angie, they see the video. I posted that video, Haitian video, which I wanted. But see, the Haitian video, the Haitian voodoo, as I may say, has got a lot of other things from different places mixed, because the Haitians, most of them are Aves, but then there are some other people from other parts of Africa who also have their spirituality or their kind of voodoo that came and mixed up. Because that glass eating, honestly speaking, is more of a show business than real voodoo. Because we do that glass eating type in stage magic. We do that in stage magic. So I intentionally posted that video so that you people can see it and then interact, because there's so many things that people do in voodoo today, or in the diaspora is not totally voodoo. Yes, sometimes voodoo can possess you and you will do things that you wouldn't want to do, but then most of the time it is for good. It's not for scaring people. It is to give prophecy, and maybe you can walk on fire, you can walk through fire and you will not feel pain, just because at the time that those things are happening, the reality is that you are no more human. It is the spirit that has taken control over the physical body. So then it becomes mind over matter. So you walking on fire or walking through certain things, and even maybe eating glasses, those things will not affect you because you are no more physical. But then the persons who are directing the voodoo to work and it is possessing another person, that person should be able to control the voodoo and let the voodoo do things that will not scare people. But sometimes voodoo can also do things that you yourself you are not aware of. But at African Magic Temple, we are above that. We control everything that happens to us in our voodoo. We don't let things just happen for happening's sake.
Shira Kamisi says, hello from America, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Hello, Shira. How are you? You are welcome, and thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us this afternoon here in Accra, Ghana, from African Magic Temple. This is the Revolution team.
Eric Gamo says, please tell us about the intense shaking during initiation. What is causing it? The shaking seems so exhausting. It will take away one's energy.
Eric, you see, when we initiate people into African Magic Temple, we invoke the energies from the cosmos. There are so many millions and millions and thousands of millions of energies. The ones that we deal with at African Magic Temple are also among these millions. So when we are initiating people and opening people's psychic doors into the psychic plane, that energy has to come into your body and connect you with the psychic plane. And these energies, they are not human as we are, and they possess a lot of power. So when they dawn on a person, their vibration makes you vibrate, and until you will be able to control it. It's just like you are piloting a plane, and then you take off and you are inside, and then the wind and everything, then the pilot must be able to know how to handle the wheels in such a way that the pilot will be able to sail through, and then when you get to some level which they call the cruising point, then the pilot can now leave the hands on the wheels and everything, and the plane will be on auto piloting. That is what it is in voodoo also. So when you are initiated in the beginning, the energy will come upon you and then start to vibrate you, because it's a different energy, stronger and higher than your own. But it's the one that opens the doors to the psychic world. So when we initiate people at African Magic Temple, we invite these energies to come. For some, it is very slight, but for some also it is very intense, like what you are referring to. But all the same, you, the initiate, and the priest who is the master must be able to know how to control this energy, that it does not go above you, because we as humans have command over the spirits. We don't worship the spirits, as many people have taught that in African traditional spirituality we are worshiping the spirits. At African Magic Temple, we don't worship spirits. We are partners. They are in the psychic world, we are on the physical plane, and then they are our partners on the psychic plane, and we are their partners on the physical plane. So we are working in collaborating with each other to make the world a better place. So we teach you how to handle these things, and then when you master it, then you are in control. Does that make sense?
Nico Tanit Nafa Taret Lasha says hello and blessings to everyone. It's Nicole logged in from Haifa, Israel again.
Yeah, Nicole, thank you for joining us and logging in. Thank you very much. You are welcome back to Revolution on Facebook Live. We are at the African Magic Temple in Accra, Ghana, transmitting from here. Thank you for joining us. Come with your questions and we'll try as much as possible to answer you.
Swain Wilton says, hi, Swain here.
Hey,
from St. Lucia in the Caribbean. I was watching one of the videos in the WhatsApp group chat and my whole body started vibrating.
That's what it's supposed to be. The energy has reached you. Sometimes you can be watching it or hearing it and it will vibrate you, because the energy is universal. And if you are in equilibrium or you are in harmony with that wavelength, it can easily vibrate you.
Nicole Tanit now Fair Taret Lasha again says, where I'm from, when there are minor technical difficulties, we thank the gatekeeper, because a little misfortune sometimes protects against big misfortune.
Definitely. Like the gatekeeper being led by us in the case of vodu and afa. Sometimes some little thing will happen, and then to alert you that there's something wanted to happen, but the gatekeeper has put a break on them that they shouldn't happen. So a little misfortune sometimes saves you from a bigger one. That's very true.
Nana Kukusechi says, afternoon talk to you from Maryland, USA.
Thank you, Nana, my brother. Thank you very much for joining us again. The sound is down.
There's like a lot of comments about new stuff. Is it what's Ekpe Paul Pablo.
Yes, Pablo, you were asking some questions earlier today. Yes, come with your questions again.
Is it a must that God of witches and God of iron work together?
I don't know about that. Which one is God of witches and which one is God of iron? Where did you hear that one from? Who told you that? Or who taught you that? That God of witches and God of iron. Where did you hear that from? Yanifa. Yanifa, how are you?
Yes. They say, wow, energy of the new initiates all around. Now here people have it live. Lord, still no sound. Greetings and blessings to.
You said no sound?
New initiates from me.
Who said no sound?
Yeah, but it said there's an old one. Is it?
You are hearing everything? Fine?
So
okay, so no, she is talking about the new initiate, the blessings and greetings to the new initiate. Yes.
Okay, I hear sound now. That's Miss Whisper Thompson.
Yes, the questions are there. You come with the questions if there is any on the YouTube or whatever. Let me know, and then I can also follow.
Nora Dom says greetings. Nana Kukusechi says,
make sure every question is attended to, okay?
Yes.
Because I have questions. I have greetings from Nora Domi. Are you? Let me hear it. Don't just see it without letting me hear.
I always
whatever you see there, let me hear so that I can respond appropriately. Okay. You don't just see it and just overlook it and then let it go.
No.
Okay? Because everybody who is watching us want us to know that they are watching us. So let me know what you are seeing on your computer and let me respond to it appropriately.
Okay. So Nora Domi from Sweden.
Yes.
Nana Kukusech is asking, Toby, my question is about the different styles of Afa. If even you see the same signs,
help me with this.
If even you see the same signs used by the Muslims on sand in Mali, Ivory Coast, and Burkina Faso, how do you explain the use of these signs in so many cultures, even outside Africa and Afghanistan, for example?
Yeah, Nana Kokosachi, the point is that what you see in the Muslims in the sand is different. What Afa does is not sand. A lot of people watching video would think that we are also writing in the sand. No, we are not writing in the sand. What you see on the Ayetekpo, which is the divination board in Afa, is not sand. And also, when you look at the Muslims, the sign that they draw in the sand, they don't draw it in a binary form or 1 2 1 2. They draw many, and then they cross it. They draw many, then they cross it and cross it and cross it. Afa is only 1 2 1 2 1 2. The rest are not 1 2 1 2 1 2. This is what you all have to really take a look at. Don't just see that thing looks like a sand, then it's a sand. No, in Ebe Afa, it is not sand that we use. And what they are drawing there is not the same thing the Muslims are drawing. The Muslims are just drawing one line. The person draws without counting. And then later crosses the even ones. And when the odd one that remain out, that's what they calculate. That's the one done in the sand. But Afa is mathematical in such a way, it's very specific in such a way that it is all written down long time. It's not just a by heart drawing in the sand without knowing what you are drawing. It is either whatever the oracle falls. This is the divination chain. This is the divination chain in Afa. And it does not make mistake by calculating just anyhow, just as you see in the Muslims or people who you see drawing in the sand. Okay? In Afa, when this side falls in the oracle, it is calculated as one draw. But when it turns and this portion falls, it is calculated as 2. So Afa cannot be likened to what you people see in Islam. It's totally different. Because in Islam, they are just drawing the line without counting it. And then later they cross it out. And when, if it is 1 that remains, then they keep 1. If it is 2 that remain, then they keep 2. Or even if it is, that's what they do. But in Afa, this side, when it falls, is calculated as 2. And when, or negative, and when this side falls, it's calculated as 1 or positive. So it is not the same. So don't make that mistake. A lot of time people see things and they just think it's the same. It is not the same.
La Vista Yoga says, bless you, bro. Malvin Eliseto. Seto.
You are every man. Why you call names like that? Call the even names. Then when you say Seto, means the one that a say has owned. But when you say Seto, then it doesn't make sense. The names in Ebe will tell you what the parents of this child were doing before giving the name. Ebes don't give name just because they proper Ebes. Of course, some Ebes give names anyhow. But proper Ebes don't just give names for giving namesake. That they call somebody, let me say, no, Prince has a meaning. There's some names, okay, Sheila. I'm sorry if they call you Sheila. I'm not trying to say that it is not a good name. But in Ebe, we don't have any meaning to the word Sheila. It may be an English name, or whichever name it is, or European name. But when an every person gives birth to a child and just call the child Sheila without no other every name than Sheila, what is the meaning of Sheila in every? We don't understand. And then that Sheila, we don't know what vibration it will be vibrating the child, because names vibrate people. So if your name is not you are not having a correct vibration from your name, it will not work well for you. Some time back, there was this news in Japan. A child was born and the parents were young parents, and they called their son Akuma. Akuma in Japanese means the devil. The government stood on that name, said they can never name their child Akuma. And the government stopped the parents from giving that name to their child. They won't register that name. You know why? Because if they start calling the child devil, devil, whatever people have assumed and the picture and the image and the perception of devil, that vibration will come into that child, and that child will be doing evil things. So when you give name to your children, please try as much as possible, even if it's an Islamic name, or it's an English name, or whatever name, Buddhist name, Hindu name, try to understand the meaning of the name before you give it to your child. So, Seto, that which belongs to Ese.
And this question is also about Ese. I want to ask about Ese.
Yes.
How does one describe if you say Jode Afo Atueji? This individual Ese different.
Let me see the every word. I will see it from here. What are you seeing it? It said, where is it? Yeah. I want to ask about Ese. How do one describe Efia Seyi Jode Afo Atueji? It's not very clear the way you wrote the Eve here. Efia Seyi Jode Afo Atoeji. I don't understand the Eve you are writing. Doesn't really resonate with me yet. Let's try to put it in English proper. If you can put it in English, I'll try to translate it well.
We're asking, is individual essay different? Like
everybody come essay jo ame. Essay comes as an individual thing that brought you into this world. No two people have the same essay together, just like no two people have the same fingerprint. Each person comes with their own unique fingerprint. So is essay. No two people cannot have the same essay. Never. Even you and you are born twins, you and your twin brother or sister cannot have the same essay. Essay is an individual thing, and each and every one has their essay separately and differently.
The co-tenants now, Fair Tauret Lasha says, thank you for the welcome and for your wisdom, Papa.
Thank you very much, Nicole. I'm very grateful for you joining us.
Solomon Lodson Agezo says, can pastors be initiated?
Of course, why not? You are an individual person. If you want to be a pastor and if you feel that's the way you want to do your business in life, why not? You can be initiated. I have initiated a lot of pastors, and I've also initiated Catholic priests. Not only pastors, not only charismatic pastors, even Catholic priests are part of this shrine.
Patricia Amo is saying, hello, Papa, I really missed you, Pa.
Hello, if you said you were coming, you didn't come.
Please pray for me to get my work, okay? So I'll be able to come.
Okay. If I will do so. Thank you very much for joining us.
Eric Gamo says, yes, thank you for the explanation. Wow. Partners to the spirits and their other realm. Varia says, hello from Ohio, US. Thanks to everyone there for your commitment to bringing knowledge to us all.
Thank you, Varia, for joining us again. We are also thanking you in everything for your support and everything that you join us every Sunday. Thank you very much. May the gods of our ancestors be your guide.
This is from Nora.
Nora Domi.
Yes.
Yes. You too, you can be because he make you too, you can't greet everywhere.
Eh? No, I can't read it.
Okay, you Michigbe, you were born inside bush.
Nora Domi, dear Bokor, Nora from Sweden and Ghana here. I have a question concerning dreams. What can it mean if you have dreams at night about being in a prison?
Okay, and Nora, you are welcome to African Magic Temple once again, and thank you for the question. Nora is one of our students here, and she had stayed some time in the African Magic Temple and has learned some few things about our ancestral roots, and she's gone back to Sweden. Father is from Ghana, mother is from Sweden, and she's gone back to Sweden. I think God willing, maybe she will be able to come to Ghana this year again to continue her learning. Nora, you see, when you have a dream like that, dreams are a gateway to what is to happen. When the unconscious mind, where everything is stored, is there, and then the conscious mind is able to have a glimpse into the unconscious mind where things, or to the subconscious mind where things that will happen in the future are stored, then they are called dreams. So some of these dreams that you have are realities that are supposed to come in the coming days, coming weeks, coming months. They are descending from the psychic realm, coming towards the physical realm. That's why your conscious mind was able to grasp it. So the best thing to do when you have that kind of such dreams is you wake up in the early morning, go to the toilet. When you have this square, what do you call it? When you have these scary dreams, you wake up in the morning, you go to the toilet bowl, the water closet. You go and kneel in front of the water closet, and you look inside the water closet and speak the dream into the water closet and say that you are our mother.